And in fact, as we are asking this, let's not forget the bigger issue, as you say. What were cops doing there in the first place? What were they doing there with tear gas in the first place? To protect what? An illegal wall? A wall the government itself says was illegal. Now, there is a danger that in all these shenanigans, and I do agree that, the actions of that one particular person need to be looked at, but the bigger issue, and for me the bigger story, that we shouldn't lose sight of, was that these were cops who shouldn't have been there.
Okay.
Who deployed them.
Yeah. I don't want us to go back to that, the story.
I was just going to ask, do you think like the media, we are a bit harsh towards authority as opposed to like now the activists who would be acting like Robin Hood, for the sake of the people? Maybe we are very harsh towards our authorities, like the police in this case, and possibly miss out on the other side because we are, we paint this picture that the authorities are wrong always.
Well, I'll say one thing, that the prime role of a free press, is to hold the authorities to account. The power
holding to account, does it mean that you always begin from?
But not to be biased.
No, let me finish. Yes, I'm not saying that you don't report when civil society or anybody else goes wrong. But your primary focus as a media is on the people who hold power. They are by far the people who pose the biggest threat to society, as we have seen. So that is your orientation, if you will. Now, I totally agree that you shouldn't ignore what goes wrong in other places, but also I would really hasten to urge that you don't simply take people's word for it.
All right.
Whether it's government or activists or whoever, it's important that media gets into the habit. So the media should approach, you said, these stories from a place of suspicion, knowing that those in power, it's not in their favor, is not in their, goodness of heart to come and say whatever is happening. Yeah,
that's
precisely.
Okay.
I think this is national television. We should not allow Gadara
to get away with that. That's why you're here.
Because you cannot say that the people who hold office are the people who are the greatest, and they are the greatest threat. Surely,
yes, they are.
They can't be, because they didn't put themselves there. People queued and said, these are the guys we want. And that mandate is given out of a free will, and to be exercised with some responsibility on behalf of those people. So I think, as is Michael's question was, I think we are a bit unfair. Let me say media is a bit unfair when it comes to holding the guys in authority to account. Because I think the primary responsibility, the way I understand it, is of course to inform these people and to educate this public towards what are the responsibilities of those who are wielding power, and even the responsibilities of those people who've given them that power, because it is not in a vacuum. The president works in the four corners of the country. If it's a county governor or an assembly person, whatever, you are given a specific mandate on behalf of those people. So I think the issue should be, how good are they in exercising the powers that they've been given for the betterment of those people?